You've been wearing that haircut for a bet, have you?
Which haircut? This one. Yes. Yeah. No. This is the haircut of the character that I've been working with for nearly a year now, and it's a program which will be coming on television quite soon, at the end of May. It's something I don't really want to talk about a tremendous amount because I know the haircut makes it difficult not to want to know what kind of character could possibly lead a normal life over this cut. But it's situation comedy. It's 6 half-hour programs, and it's called The Blackadder, and it'll be on towards the end of May, I believe. And we still haven't finished it. So
a touch of the medieval, I would say.
It is exactly right.
Yeah.
It's set in medieval times.
Quite. Don't want to say too much.
No, I don't.
I get a lot of people on this show, do you notice, who refuse to tell me anything about themselves or the shows that they're doing.
It's a mystery, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it's best to keep people waiting.
Yes, it's that thing of not wanting to blow things up too much, so people expect everything, and then they're bound to be disappointed when they see it. I hope you won't be disappointed when you see it. But anyway, it's coming soon.
You see your face as your greatest asset, your facial dexterity. Mark how kindly I put that.
Yes, facial dexterity. It's something that I never realized I had until I was about 21, only 7 years ago, when I realized that I did have this face that seemed to have all the permutations that could be funny. And the problem is that one doesn't like to be labelled a face puller because you feel as though if you have got a face that's that's malleable and can go like that, you can twist about that you feel that people are going to assume that you're just that's all you can do, and if in doubt, go and someone will laugh. Yeah. But you don't want that, so I try and use it in a characterful way, so that every character has his face, and it tends to be different from some other characters. But yes, it's funny how sometimes when you're asked a question and you can't remember what the question was half into the end.
Facial dexterity.
Yes, the facial dexterity.
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah, you've always had an ambition to do a film.
Yes.
And I understand you've fulfilled that ambition.
Well, yes. Well, I mean, I've done those filmed versions of stage shows, but I've always wanted to play a part in a James Bond film. I really always wanted to be the villain. I always wanted to be the man who said, "Not so fast, Mr. Bond." You know that man? Just when he's about to escape. "Not so fast, Mr. Bond." And I always wanted to say that in the film. But I did one last November, I think it was, which is the new Sean Connery Bond film, Never Say Never Again, which will be out sometime towards the end of the year, I suppose. And but unfortunately, I don't play a villain. I play a goody-goody. I play the British consul in the Bahamas, who's very, very dry man. And
it's not a serious part, is it?
It's my ambition fulfilled. No, not really. No, it's got. But at least it's a nice, I think, quite rounded.
You wouldn't have any ambitions to play the part of Bond himself. Because Cobby is looking for another James Bond.
Would I like to play James Bond? I once thought I'd like to play Doctor Who. But I didn't.